All right. We'll go ahead and get right and roll on. Welcome you guys to the call. Today is Tuesday, November 12th. Super excited to be here. Hope you guys are up and at 'em. Tuesday mornings always get up, pop me an XM burn, drink me some XM Plus. My family thinks I'm crazy, and I am, but I'm excited. Super energetic. Today is going to be an incredible day. Today is going to be an incredible day for you as well. My parents taught me at an early age to always speak life into things that I desire. Always speak positivity into my life. Speak those things as if they are. There's life and death in the power of the tongue. Every day I wake up, I tell myself, after I give thanks for being able to wake up, I tell myself I am the best in Zeta. Today is going to be an incredible day. I love myself. I love my company. I love our team. Every single day. I love my wife. I love my kids. Every single day. I do not miss a day of speaking something positive, not only in my life, but in the lives of those around me. Take note. It is crucial. You wake up, I hear people say, I'm not a morning person. Guess what? If you wake up and say those things, your mornings won't be great. Am I excited about waking up in the morning? Absolutely. Am I a morning person? Absolutely. You have to be excited. It's a great opportunity for all of us to improve upon the things today that maybe we didn't do yesterday. It's an incredible time for us to be a part of an incredible company, and you are the best. Speak positive things into your life, into your team, every single day. So, first training tip, that was a free one. I won't charge for that one. But we have to stay positive at all times. If you know me, I just don't. When I hear negative things, I break out in a cold sweat. I get goosebumps. Things start to happen. But I'm just not the negative type. I don't pour gas on negative fires. Maybe water, but no gas. I'm just not into negativity. You too should be the same way. If you become positive, you attract positive things into your life. But it's a super exciting time to be here. This is cycle 4. We're coming to the end of the period. Things are happening all around the globe. I know the Life Unlimited Tour is making stops through Canada. I know California's coming up. I want to encourage you guys to stay on top of the leadership every single week, every single day. I'm looking for the Life Unlimited code so I can continue through the mobile app. If you don't have the mobile app, if your phone is not that smart, make sure you get the mobile app. So many bonuses just for having the mobile app, but I'm always looking for the Life Unlimited codes. You too should make sure you stay on top of your power lines to get the Life Unlimited codes, to continue to have the opportunity to enroll those around the country who won't be able to attend Life Unlimited tours, so people can get the X and burn. Tremendous things are happening by the use of those who have the X and burn. I know it's caused some incredible things in my business. Those around me, teammates, those who are putting the X and burn, planting the X and burn seeds in the marketplace, are those that are winning right now. I also want to let you guys know that I discovered yesterday, thanks to Dr. Kirkland, that you can go in the back office now and order the Life Unlimited package right there in the back office. Maybe you don't have a mobile app, maybe you don't have, your phone is not so smart, and for some reason you don't have a mobile app and you haven't been using the mobile app, you can now go to the back office and order the 5-box of X and Burn, the combo tea, and the tea samples. You can get those in the back office, that 330 pack, 250 PV. Make sure to let your teammates know that it's available in the back office. It can be ordered now. That's huge. That X and Burn is the most incredible capsule created to date. I know I've lost double-digit pounds since I've been using it. My wife's excited. I'm excited that she's excited. But she's lost double-digit pounds and double-digit inches, close to double-digit in a short couple of weeks, and she's been using it as well. So anything to spark the fire, you never know what can happen by putting the right product in the right person's hands and what they can do with this opportunity. So let's make sure we're taking advantage of that. Like I said, cycle 4, get Team 250 qualified. That's a theme that I'm always preaching because it gives you the opportunity to bring new blood into your business. Team 250 is great for the free product, but it's even better because it always requires somebody to help somebody else get started. And I think that's absolutely incredible to continue to give us the opportunity to grow and indirectly receive free products by doing that. Now, real quickly, I'll just share a couple of things this morning that I think are super important. I was just kind of looking through some notes yesterday and came across something that somebody shared with me. Probably my first or second year in the industry. That was so important because I think in order for us to be successful, we have to get to a point. I know when I was growing, continuing to grow, still growing today, there were different phases in my business where I would just get terrified to ask certain questions to the people around me. And I've shared this before, but it just becomes more evident as I continue to grow and continue to work with new people, just the different stages that we grow through that allow us to continue to get to the top, and just certain places that we have to be in our business in order to be successful. There are 5 questions I think that are super important, 5 questions that every presentation from beginning to end, and every exposure from the initial exposure to the initial close, there are 5 questions that we all, to be super successful, have to be able to master in order to be where we want to be. I want to be a black diamond. I'm going to be a black diamond. I'm going to be a crown diamond elite. You want to get to the top, you have to be able to master certain skills at every single level and then teach those skills in order to be able to do it well. In presentation mode, there are 5 questions that we ultimately have to be able to ask at some point or another in our presentations in order for us to get to where it is we're looking to go. Now, the first and most important question that I can remember getting started in the industry, I can strike up a conversation with anybody. Have you ever been sitting just talking to somebody, you're having a great conversation, and in your mind, you're looking for that moment? It's kind of like double dutch, like jumping rope. You're looking for that moment where you can just jump in and ask the question in order to open the conversation about your business. I know I've talked to people, had incredible conversations, but the closer I get to being able to ask the initial question, the more nervous I would get, the more terrified I would get. And ultimately, I've even had conversations with people who I thought were great for my business, but I was so terrified that I never got to the point to asking them, are they open to taking a look? The most important question that we have to ask to start the exposure process to a prospect is, are you open? I know I've been at a point in my business as I grew to where sometimes I would tell people, you'd be great for this. You gotta take a look. That's the wrong thing to say, because then you put pressure on people, and then it's kind of like if they feel like if they don't say yes or if they don't take a look, then it causes some pressure, and you don't want pressure through the process. But what we have to get comfortable at asking people is something that I know it sounds simple, but I know that people on the line, just like I was, who were afraid to ask people the simple question, are you open? Are you open to some additional income? Are you open to taking a look? Questions that are kind of shaped around that. I heard somebody say, is your health important to you? Do you like making money? Questions like that. We have to be open and confident enough to ask a prospect if we ever want to start the exposure process. We can't go to people and say, you gotta look at this thing, you'll be great, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's cool, but the bottom line for us, we want to go through people as quick as we can. Have you ever spent time with people? Some people will take a look just because it's you. They may not even really be interested. You go through the whole process, and then they tell you no. At the end, when we could have found out in the beginning if we would just ask if they were open. It's cool when people tell me I'm not open. I tell them thank you. I'm glad you told me quickly so I can move on to somebody else. If it's not for you, I understand, but are you open to adding an additional additional stream of income to your house? Are you open to making more money? Are you open to taking a look at the best home business opportunity in America today? Are you open? How many times do we ask that question to our prospects every single day? How many times do you ask that question every single cycle? How many times do we ask that question every single period? Are you open? Bottom line, are you open to taking a look? That's all you want to know. We don't care whether or not a person gets started. The system will determine whether or not they say yes. All we can determine is how many people take a look. So, first question, most important question to get the whole process started is simply, are you open? Today, ask yourself, how many people will I contact and simply say, hey, I thought about you. I know how sharp you are. My business is going incredible right now. And I just want to know, are you open to taking a look? Are you open to additional income? Are you open to making more money? You know, certain questions you can ask people that they just absolutely can't say no to. Are you open to making more money right now? How many people say no? If people say no, that's good. You can run from those people, but who would say no to a question like that? But the key is to ask the second most important question: how soon can you take a look? How many times have you exposed somebody? You get excited that they say they're open. You get excited that they say they're interested, but we never put a sense of urgency on how fast they take a look at the info. When I expose somebody, I give them the information. I ask, how soon can you take a look? I ask, if I email you this info, can you take a look tonight? If I email you this info, how soon today can you take a look? Take a look at the videos tonight. How soon can you look? How often do we say that? One thing I learned, one of my mentors taught me, is that we always have to be in control of the exposures. We can't expose people and then say, you know, take a look at it and then I'll give you a call in the next couple of days. We're not showing an incredible sense of urgency if we don't pinpoint, if we don't put an exact date, if we don't put an exact time, if we don't put people in the position to give us an exact answer of when they can take a look. How soon can you take a look? When you expose somebody, somebody says, yeah, I'm open to taking a look. You put the information in the hands, whether it's the Success from Home magazine, whether it's a DVD, whether it's a newsletter, whatever the case may be. How often do we ask them, how soon can you look? Super important. Third most important thing. Now, once we expose, we know follow-up is the key. We've all heard the fortune is in follow-up. Somebody told me years ago, follow-ups get your check up. Follow-ups gets your checks up. So understand that the money we make, the opportunity for us to continue to grow our teams is so important in the follow-up. But how many times do we set an exact day or do we set an exact time to follow up? How soon can you take a look and can we reconnect at XYZ time on XYZ day? When I expose a person, I never get off the phone without setting a follow-up. I had a young lady that we followed up with last night, myself and one of my business partners, the night before we contacted her. She hadn't taken a look at the information. I asked her, if you take a look at the information tonight, can we reconnect tomorrow night at this exact same time? Her answer was, well, yes. Guess what? We call it the exact same time. As soon as she picks up the phone, the first thing she tells me was, I just finished watching the videos. See, she knew that if I held my hand, if I did what I said I was going to do, and that's what we have to do, if we schedule, if and when we schedule follow-ups, be prompt. My parents used to always tell me, don't be on time, be early. If I say I'm going to call you back at 8, I'm calling you at 7:59. But we have to schedule exact times to follow up. Don't be loose in your business. Don't be lenient when it comes to things like following up. Don't just say, I'll give you a call tomorrow evening or I'll give you a call in a few days. I hear that all the time because I used to do it. I know what it's like. Then you call somebody, they don't pick up the phone, and then our way out is, we'll move on to the next. They weren't back at a specific time? Is it okay for us to talk at this particular time on this particular day? We as A+ Crown Elite distributors must be prompt and precise when it comes to the follow-up. Alright? And then the fourth most important question, this is a question that we leave out as well. I used to do the same thing, is what did you like best? Not what did you think, not how's the weather, not any of those other things. We have to keep the conversation and the process moving in a positive way. So understand, a question like what did you like best allows us to receive the positive answer, the most positive answer. What did you like best? I've said them all. I'm guilty. What did you think? How was it? Did you lose a couple of pounds? How was your energy? I've said all those things. And those things will come out. But the number one question for us to keep down the proper path is what did you like best? I don't care what you thought. I don't care what you, whatever. I don't care how it tastes. I don't care how it made you feel. I mean, I do care. I understand I'm a cancer person, but those things don't matter right now. The key is what you like best, because I want to focus in, I want to key in on the thing that excited you the most. And that's all. That's it. When I follow up with you, did you get a chance to take a look? That's a question I always ask. I learned that from a mentor. It indirectly puts pressure on the prospect. Did you get a chance to take a look like you said you would? Like you said you would. That's a key phrase to add to the end of the process when asking that question. But what did you like best? What did you like best about what you saw? What did you like best about what you tried? What did you like best? The bottom line is, what did you like best? And then the fifth most important question, man, time's move. Fifth most important question as we bring this thing to a close, that we have to become masters at asking is, when are you looking to get started? How soon can you get started? Can you get started today? Now that I've answered all your questions, now that we've gotten it all out the way, can you get started today? If you ever want to be an expert on a three-way call, you have to become a master at asking for the close. Somebody told me years ago, timid salespeople have skinny kids. You can't be afraid to ask somebody to get started. If you don't ask, the majority of them will never say, sign me up. You'd be amazed at the number of people that will get started in your business. You'd be amazed at the number of people that will get started with your teammates if you just ask, how soon can you get started? Are you able to get started right now? All your questions answered, everything out of the way. Are you able to get started right now? Don't be afraid to ask for the order. It drives me crazy when I put somebody on a three-way call, when I put an expert on a three-way call. We go through the whole process, we get down to the end, and they end the call without asking for the order. Don't be afraid to ask somebody to get started in your business. Somebody told me years ago, those that are afraid to ask for the order are those that don't think that they can lead a person to where it is they're looking to go. If you're afraid to ask somebody to get started, maybe it's because you don't think you can take them where they want to go. If you're looking to get to the top, that means you think you can take everybody around you to the top. If you don't see yourself at the top, that means you don't see the people in your group at the top. So that means you're afraid to ask the question. When all questions have been answered, the proper follow-up and system has been followed, don't be timid. Don't be afraid to ask somebody, how soon can you get started? So really quick, those 5 questions I'll run down again, then we'll open the line. Number 1, are you open? Don't be afraid to ask somebody to take a look. You're a part of an incredible company. I tell myself all the time, I'm back and forth with my workout partner all the time saying, listen, we simply don't tell enough people about what we have. Don't we think we all should know that if the world really knew what Moringa was doing for the body, that the majority of people would be trying to get on board. The only reason that the people that you want are not in your business right now is simply because we don't ask enough people to take a look. Second question, how soon can you take a look? I think the bottom line is we have to be more in control of the exposure process. We have to be more in control, more prompt and precise when it comes to asking people, letting people know the importance, the urgency, indirectly the urgency of them taking a look at the information. Third question, when can I follow up? What's a good time, morning or afternoon? I love giving people two choices. You give them two choices, they'll choose one. What's a good time for me to call you back, morning or afternoon? 8 or 9. Give them two choices, they'll always choose one. And give them none, they'll never answer the phone. The bottom line is we have to be prompt and setting that follow-up time. And then remember, once we follow up, what's the most important question? Not how's the weather? Not what did you think? Because I heard some people give me some off-the-wall answers when I tell them, I thought it tastes bad. Well, I thought this, I thought that. I don't care what you think. I just want to know, what did you like best? And then the fifth, foremost, most important, remember this phrase, timid salespeople have skinny kids. How soon can you start? Can you get started right now? Are you ready to go right now? We have to be masters of asking that question, because trust me, if we don't ask, the majority of people won't answer. We can't wait for people to say, sign me up, I'm ready to go. We have to be open and have enough courage, and that's all it takes is courage. Have enough courage to ask people, are you ready to get started? Don't be afraid to ask for the order. That's it. Anybody have any events? I know they're all over the place, but any events you'd like to promote, or anything I left out, anything you'd like to add before we close the call?
Good morning, church. This is Dave Robin. Can you hear me nice and clear?
Nice and clear, sir.
Well, there's two things I want to say. First of all, I love you and I have great admiration for you. Sometimes I get on your call in the morning and I know people that go to church, I know you can relate to this. When you're sitting in church, the pastor's talking and it feels like he's looking right at you and he's speaking to your listening because you're doing them things. And today, I'm hearing you loud and clear, and I want to thank you for your wisdom and knowledge. Second of all, November 23rd on the event calendar, for the first time ever that I know of in California, San Francisco Bay, Compton Bay, and New York, California, we've got David Moses, we've got Rex Bianchi, we've got Chris Estes. We've only got room for a few. So, bring everybody. It's only going to hold about 500 people. I think it's already sold out. So, pre-register the event calendar. It's $10 instead of $20. You bring your guest. If you're within 300 miles, you need to be there. Thank you for your knowledge and wisdom.
Man, I appreciate you. And everything you've done for me, all the 3 ways, all the testimonies, all the encouragement, all those great things as well. That means the world to me just to hear you say that. So I appreciate you, brother. Anybody else? San Francisco Bay, November 23rd. Who do you know? Alright, I'm excited. The thing got me sweating. Texting Plus got me bouncing off the walls. But today is going to be an incredible day. How do I know? Because I spoke it. Today is going to be an incredible day for you. How do you know? Because you're going to speak it as well. Guys, be as positive today as you can. It only takes one person to take your business from zero to hero, but we have to first ask the question, are you open? With that, you guys have an incredible day. Be a blessing to somebody today. Somebody that didn't know about the opportunity. It's incredible to be a part of something so big. Something that's so life-changing, and been blessed to be where we are. I often say, many are called, but the chosen a few. All of us that are here, regardless of whether we're builders or whether we're crown diamond elites, all of us were able to catch the vision because we were chosen to be a part of this opportunity. So take that today, run with it. You guys have an incredible day. From the Epps family here in Huntsville, we love you guys. I'm excited. Look forward to seeing you around country, and we'll see you